Hello everyone, Loving the Tacos here, and welcome to our modded Minecraft in 10 minutes tutorial series. In this series, we will show you as swiftly as possible how to learn some key things to do in various Minecraft mods. Many tutorials I find tend to drag on and on, including some that I've done myself. So this video is for all of you who just want to know how to do exactly what you need without a lot of extra video padding. There are no recipes shown, as most people nowadays have some form of in-game recipe tool, and things are edited to move through the subject as quickly as possible, so expect to need to rewatch a few times on the more complicated subjects. I am always looking for suggestions for new things to teach in these videos, so feel free to suggest whatever you want. I also reply to comments and will be uploading new tutorials daily, so be sure to subscribe and share the channel with friends. Thank you and enjoy. So today we're going to be talking about a relatively simple but can be very confusing to many people, myself included, the Mekanism 6 GUI for machines. Now, it seems relatively straightforward, at least on this page. You've got your input here. You've got your energy usage here if you're not powering it directly. This is your progress meter, which you can also click on to see recipes and things like that. This is your output. This is your current energy. This is a slot that you can input upgrades, speed and energy, and this is basically showing you if you have speed and energy upgrades. The tricky part is here in this configuration section. And the reason behind this is that I always got confused because I wasn't sure about the colors here. I'm sure a lot of you are saying, oh, well, you know, you're an idiot for not understanding the colors, but I eventually figured it out, and for those of you who are also confused, these colors also represent the slots here. So if I'm picking an input slot and I say, oh, I want stuff to input from the top, I have to specify that the top is dark red, which indicates that anything that comes in from the top is intended to go into the red slot. Now, Mekanism is fairly smart in terms of its input slots, but it's always a good idea to make sure you color code properly. Traditionally, I don't even use this input section. Typically, the slot section here is what I use for all my inputting and outputting. Like right now, you can already see that the dark red section here is already set for the top. The bottom section is for the dark green, which is the energy section here, and the dark blue is for the output. So, you know, input at the top, another input at the bottom, the right side is for output, and the orange here is for if you wanted to automatically import the upgrades, which I don't know anyone who does it, but the option is there. So if I wanted to change something, like say for example, if I wanted to be able to input from the back, which is this slot here, I could change that to dark red as well and be able to import items if I had the piping there as well. The other things here, auto eject, that's basically intended for if I want to be able to have items as soon as they're processed and in the output slot, immediately leave this machine if there's an available inventory from the output slot. So that's effectively it. So I'll just show you this in action. So we're going to pop up an energized smelter here. Now now these are right next to each other. This one is already configured the way it needs to be. I'm not going to bother piping anything in. I'm just worried about the output right now, which we have set to the dark blue, which matches this, set to go to the right of the machine, which is basically here. So that's perfect. Now the catch here is that we need the left slot on this machine configured to the input, which right now it is not. So we need to change this to dark red, and we're all good. So now if we take this, I'm actually going to just dump in some speed upgrades just to speed this up, and we pop in some ingots, or ores I should say. They process, and they're already leaving this machine and heading into this machine, which is now doing its thing. Now if I wanted to go a step further and add a chest here, right now you'll notice nothing is leaving the smelter. So all I have to do is basically turn auto eject on because the right slot is already set for the chest. You know what, we'll even complicate this a little further. We're not even going to put it into the right slot here. Yes, I know breaking wooden chests with the pickaxe isn't the smartest thing to do. Alright, so we've got the chest up top here. Now in order to have this work properly, we actually have to specify the top to be dark blue as well. And then we click on auto eject, and the items are all out, and the items are in the chest. So for now, this is Loving the Tacos, and this is how we configure Mekanism machines.